Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Ashton Gate 8. This is episode 34. I've had a bit of a break. I've been away. I've been away with the family just before Christmas. And what I did was I just played ahead. I thought, you know what? I'm going to play ahead. I'm going to get to a certain stage, maybe mid-December, maybe January. We'll see how we're going. And then we'll come back at the end of the holidays and we'll talk about how we're getting on. And since we've been back, there's been an update to OBS. So I've had to sacrifice a bit of quality. Again, I understand. I know the quality means that the gameplay is going to be quicker. So if it means the quality is slightly less, I apologise. We're just going to have to do it. If you want me to keep uploading content, I'm just going to have to do it. But we are on the 14th of December. We're 6th in the Premier League on 30 points. We've had a fantastic little run. Let's click on the league table. 16 games, 9 wins, 3 draws, 4 losses. We've beaten the likes of Man United. Look at the wins. Leicester, Brentford, United, Norwich, Newcastle, Villa, West Ham, Wolves and Tottenham. It's the guys around the bottom of the table that we don't seem to be able to beat at the minute. We've lost 4. We've lost to Liverpool, Brighton, Arsenal, Chelsea and drawn against Fulham, Southampton and Sunderland. The Sunderland game being the most frustrating. But if we just look at the schedule, the season's just been amazing. Started off with a 2-1 win against Tottenham, Junior Krupi and Michael Coyote with the goals there. A loss to Chelsea, the draw with Sunderland, and then since then, I'd say it's been very good. We've pushed on in the cups. We did say we were going to go hell for leather for the cup, and you'll see down here this highlights of one was the last game we played, a 4-3 win against Tottenham, where we scored goals in the 80th, 87th and 88th minute to win the game. Let's have a little look at those goals now. You will see Restes 5.9. He did not have a good performance in this game. But just having a look then, so Tottenham got the game underway quite early on, about 5 minutes in. Alfie Devine skipped past Borza and put one bottom corner. Again, more Borza's issue than Restes there. But we fought back a goal from one of our young players, Riascos. Look at that for a finish, and I will show you players like that in a second. Just a very ding-dong game. Obviously a very rotated Spurs side, but still like bags of quality in there. I mean, that's a great finish from Lopez. I thought at this stage we were probably down and out. We went another goal behind there. But again, we just fought back. Here's the 80th minute goal. Mason Greenwood doing really well. Finds Lorenzo Luca, who, when he's fit, he scores. He's the top goal scorer for us this season. And then this one, again, this is Restes just not covering himself in any glory. He dives early. He dives far too early, and Garcia puts Tottenham in the lead before we fight back. Look at this. Patino looking for Ben Doak. Again, a signing that you wouldn't have seen yet, but Patino getting in there. Lovely cutback from Ben with the goal. And then this was the winner. Luca to Krupi. Look at this pass. Dink. Oh, the swerve on the ball is unbelievable. And that was the winner. That was the 4-3. And again, every time I record the fucking video, the work phone pings, even though it hasn't pinged all morning. But anyway, that was the winner in a 4-3. Again, we probably deserved on the whole of it. We did push them quite far, but that's got us to an EFL Cup. It's got us to a Carabao Cup semi-final, I swear down. So yeah, that's sort of the way it's been. Again, results against some of the bigger teams. I mean, we did well against the likes like Chelsea, Manchester United. Against Liverpool, we got a very late consolation goal. Wasn't really deserved, to be honest. Brentford, Tottenham, Leicester, like we've beaten a lot of the bigger teams. It's the teams around us that we struggle with. But again, I did say I wanted to talk about a couple of different things. Obviously, there's been some ins and outs. You didn't see the whole of the transfer window. Lorenzo Lucas currently the top goal scorer, most assists, Junior Krupi. So we'll have a little look at the transfers then. And if we have a look at our transfer history, you'll see a lot of money has been spent, a lot, and there's some more ins and outs happening. So we're about £10 million over, £10 million spent on transfers this season. Alacron, Bungard, Restes, Jack Harrison was one you didn't see. He came in on a free transfer. We've immediately shipped him out to Sheffield United after less than half a season. He came in as a bit of backup. He wanted to play more. I get it. He's still quite fit for the 32-year-old. He's still got really good physicals. So he wanted to play. So he's going to Sheffield United. Dwight McNeil came in for £21 million from Everton. He was transfer listed there. He's only really played as like a bit part player, but we're struggling for left back cover. So I might train him as a left back. So yeah, maybe train him as a left back. I don't know. He's not played an awful lot, right? I think he's just been more of a victim of, 5 substitute appearances. I think he's been more a victim of the squad. And again, this was all like, we were just squad building. He has accepted the squad player role. So maybe we keep him around, maybe not. Next in was this guy, Michael Riascos. We did let our director of football, Julian Ward, sign some players, and again, I'll show you some of the ones coming in a moment. But Michael Riascos was one of them. He's a young, look at him. He's a wonder kid now. He's a young new regen, whatever you want to call them, from Athletic Nacional. He's a deep lying playmaker. He's 20 years of age. He cost us £3.3 million. As far as I'm aware, minimum free release clause to clubs in Europe, £44 million. Again, if we were to sell him on for 44 mil after spending 3 mil, he's 2.5 star of current ability. He's nearly 5-star potential. That's what our staff seem to think. He's fantastic. We just need to keep playing him a bit more. He's played an awful lot. 1 start in the league, 4 substitute appearances, 3 starts in the Carabao. He's playing for Colombia now. Tite is the Colombian manager now in this, which is quite interesting. But he's come in. He's fantastic. On the left-hand side, and one of the reasons that I think I'm going to be letting one of our key players go is Mikey Moore from Tottenham. He was transfer listed at £32 million. Obviously, is one of the better youngsters in the game. Look at him. He's been absolutely unbelievable since coming in. He wasn't really playing for Spurs. He only played 3 appearances for them, but spent time on loan at Hull and Middlesbrough, and has made 8 appearances for us with 2 goals, 1 assist so far. 6.90 average rating, is performing very, very well. And he's doing wonders. He's just performing well. He's playing on that left-hand side as an inside forward, but for the under-21s, he's training and playing as a false 9. So he gives us that cover in a couple of different positions and can obviously play as a 10, which we don't use the 10, but if we need to, that's fine. And then the biggest outlay was Ben Doak from Liverpool for 60 mil. A massive, massive, massive outlay for someone who's only 23 years of age. But as a winger, I just think he's brilliant. In the league, he's not got a goal or an assist, but he's tearing it up in the Carabao Cup, and he's just starting to get into a bit of form. He's been injured a few times recently, so he's just starting. You can see the form's just picking up. Again, we're trying to rotate the squad and sort of pick who the best are. I think now he's a bit more settled. He's fantastic. He's got a 1.5 stars of potential left in Ben Doak, but he covers a couple of people. Obviously, the outs you're seeing: Sarr, Semedo, Tarnavanu, Heidel, Liam Jones, who coincidentally is not even playing for Oxford United, which is surprising. Ekdal, Gibbs was one of the other young goalkeepers. Again, he's not playing for Huddersfield. Jaden Bowl going out. Trevor Grinser went back out on loan again to Lincoln. Kennedy, Jevon, a lot of loans for the youngsters. Melia Fraser, you'd have seen go out the door, 1 million to Birmingham. Farron Felgate, he went out to Preston. He's worth a little bit more than what we sold him for now. Could be worth as much as £5 million. Ewan Yetton's gone on loan to Peterborough. He's doing very well, Ewan Yetton. He's one of the youngsters who come through the academy. He looks like he's going to be fantastic. Trifunovic went out, 8.25 million. You'd have seen that. Here's the bigger ones that you wouldn't have seen. So, first of all, Davian Rosario went back out on loan to QPR. He's another one of the young Colombians we've got in. Whether he actually makes it or not, I don't know. I think his next couple of loan moves sort of will dictate that. The biggest out was Frank Smith. He is obviously the right winger that we had. He just didn't perform for us. And do you know what? I think I'm justified in what I've done. 1 goal, 1 assist in the Premier League for Brentford, has only started 2 games. He's just not that good for the attributes he's got and his coach reports and whatnot. He just doesn't seem to perform for anybody ever. Not even really for the Dutch national team. 4 goals and 10 appearances is not bad, but not amazing. But he went out for nearly 30 million. Franz Kratzig went to Al Ali for 7.5 million. A couple of more loans. Ibrahim went to Plymouth. And you know what? I think he's going to be a good player, Ibrahim, so we'll keep an eye on him. Arslan left. He left purely because Riascos got brought in. And I mean, if you compare the two, Riascos is levels ahead of Ege Arslan. But you know what? He's doing well. He's doing well at Palace. He's playing a fair bit as well. Felix Berg went out on loan again. He's trying to get a bit more experience. Alex Baird also. His physicals have come on fantastically. If he can get a couple of these up, he's going to be a great little player. Harry Bond also went out the door, the Fijian. purely to make room for Mikael Riascos. And then Ole Brynhildsen also went out. He wanted to leave the club permanently. So this is sort of the situation we're in. We've got quite a good team. There's a few transfers happening in the background. We're letting Julian Ward sort of do what he wants, and I'll give you the reasons for that in a minute, because you're going to be quite shocked actually when I show you the situation that the club is in. So he's bringing in Daniel Gutierrez, a young centre-back. Look at him, 6'5", £1.3 million, another Colombian. He seems to love the Colombians at the minute. He's also waiting on a work permit for Stephen Ibrahim, a Ghanaian centre-back. He's going to come in for 425k. And Jordan Moore's coming in for £1 million, defensive right, defensive left. He's a new gen, Jordan Moore. And if you look at this, his brother is Mikey Moore. I did not know that could happen with new gens. So Jordan Moore is coming in. Do you know what? I had to sign him when I noticed it. So Jordan Moore is coming in for £1 million. Gives us cover on the right-hand side. We don't really have any new gens who can play on the right-hand side, so that's fine. Another young one coming in is this guy, Facundo Candia. They think he's a winger. He's 6'4". He can't really dribble. I think he's a target man, not a wide target forward, because he's really quick. He reminds me of Beto. So I think when he comes in, he's still not made an appearance for River Plate. Look at this. This whole, he can play left back, he can play CDM, he can play right wing or right forward. I honestly think, I mean, if you look at target man, heading, bravery, balance, jumping reach, strength, stamina, he's got it all already. I think he's more of like a deep line forward or like a target man. So he's coming in. And then another out is Ronald is going back to... Apologies, there was a very strange noise outside the door. Ronald is going back to Al Ittihad for 16.5 million. He obviously, we sold him to Al Hilal for 35 mil, and then on a free transfer we brought him back. He's not really been playing much. He's on 220k a week. We needed to reduce the wage bill quite significantly, and the offer came in for him, £16.5 million up front to Al Ittihad. I couldn't really say no. That is nearly £50 million worth of profit we made on one player over 2 sales. And the reason we have to do that is this. Look at the state of the club finances. I've whittled it down to this debt and loan, this mortgage repayment. £6 million interest accruing monthly. We've got 29.5 million left to pay off. That 6 million adds each month. It adds each month. It's very frustrating. So we're original debt 42 million, remaining debt 38 million, remaining interest payable of 6 mil, but it adds more. So we're paying the 500k a month, and then it adds another lot of debt. Transfer debt's not there. That's gone. That's nearly gone. We've nearly paid all that off. So it's net debt. It's the mortgage loan. We are projected to pass FFP. So a current loss, 50 million, made 118 million pound profit. The projected loss is projected profit's going to be 89 million. So that's just the financial for the money, the TV money. So we need to keep in the Premier League. We need to basically start winning some competitions and getting a bit more money in, because what the situation we're in at the minute, the squad's not massive. Ignore the purples, because obviously their lads out on loan. Ronald's going, Jack Harrison's going, Brynhildsen will be going, Ekdal will be going. A lot of people will be going out, and the problem I've got is like Malo Gusto's wanted by Wolves. Very, very interested in Malo Gusto. Obviously, he's happy being a rotation option. Andre Borza is now starting to attract interest from Manchester United. He's worth about £60 million. If an offer of 60 million came in for Andre Borza, I couldn't really turn it down. 180 appearances for the club, though, which is fantastic. Charlie Patino, Al Ittihad, are sniffing around him. He obviously came in. Quite a significant outlay, about 15 mil, has become one of our key players, is now also an England international. Him and Alex Scott in the middle. It's brilliant. It's such a good partnership to watch. Again, I'm at a stage, though, where I can't really turn down big offers. And one of the big offers I'm expecting is for Mason Greenwood. They won't put an offer in while the transfer window's open. But here's one of our key players. He's on 80 grand a week, but he's worth about 50 million. He's 27 years of age now. I don't think he's been all that for us. A standard Premier League player, I'd say. Nothing amazing, and this season he's not really pulled up any trees. We do have Mikey Moore, who can play there. And the issue I've got with Greenwood is that he's a team leader and he's only got 4 leadership. And I've noticed that when we're in a bit of a lull and he's playing, I have to bring him off because the players play worse when he's on the pitch. It's really frustrating. So we're in a bit of a situation where we don't really know where we're going. We don't really want to lose players like Patino. I'm quite open to Greenwood going because we do have Mikey Moore. As you can see, he's starting out there quite often now. And Alarcon's there as well. Got a few players. Alex Scott's been fantastic. He scored a couple of goals for us now and is improving. He is also a fully fledged England international. He himself has got 3 caps. Him and Patino splitting the caps between them. I'm in a really difficult situation. Junior Krupi was attracting interest from Real Madrid, but that seems to have cooled down now. And then at the left back, we definitely, if we lose Borza, we're pretty knackered because at the moment we're rotating left back duties between Stephanie Ilabudo, who's the Berkanabe lad who came in from Arsenal on a free transfer. Do you know what? He's all right. 6.8 average rating in the Premier League. 6.3 in the AFCON. He's been all right, He's been fine. He's been rotated in alongside Charlie Frith, who I believe is injured at the minute. Where's Charlie? There he is. He's back. He's fit. He's made 7 appearances. Still looks good. They're good, competent left backs, but realistically, if we were going to have to lose Borza, I think we'd be in quite a bit of trouble. We'd have to maybe potentially stick one of these centre-backs out as like a left-back. Yuri Pedrosa can play there as an inverted full-back, but he's been absolutely sensational and started playing a lot more. Rafa Marin wouldn't want to do it. Again, he's sort of happy just being a squad player. Fallou Diouf could potentially go there. Norgard could go there. Again, McNeil. I think McNeil is pretty ripe for a left-back training. I think he could definitely do it, so I think we're going to have to start doing that. There's some sort of bloody wood chipper going past my window here. And Michael Coyote obviously can play either side, which could potentially mean Malagusto plays on the right-hand side, while Michael Coyote plays on the left. We don't know. I'm just in a bit of a sticky situation, but we've got a lot of young players knocking around doing well. Obviously, Julian Ward signed a lot of these lads for really cheap. Ethan Ayala scored the winner at Old Trafford. That was his first goal for us. He's classed as a wonder kid now. He started rotating in. So we're in a good situation where we've got a lot of young players already at the club. We've still got some young players out on loan. We've got, this guy, Daniel Parks, who came in the last youth intake. They're now saying he could be good as Lorenzo Luca, so we'll keep an eye on him. Brennan Hatswell, they think he could be a Premier League centre-half now. So there's a lot of players developing. This guy, they think Declan Williams could be as good as Jacob Greaves. He's been rotated in and around the squad. Kieran Williams, Chiellini thinks he could be as good as Junior Krupi. Chiellini has got good judging player potential and ability, so we'll keep an eye on Kieran Williams. So we're in a really good situation. We're a good football team. I think that's quite a good thing to say. We're a good football team. We're playing well. We're in a cup semi-final. Obviously, it's over 2 legs, so we need to keep an eye out on that. And we've got some youth candidates coming through. An average intake, but it looks like we're going to have a striker that is quite a good prospect. So the lay of the land is that we're £80 million in debt. We're paying £6 million a month interest on a mortgage loan that didn't need to be taken. We've got fantastic facilities. We've got fantastic players. We've got sellable assets. Where do we go from there? What I'm going to do in this video is we're going to play the Leeds United game. We're going to see if we can sort of keep pushing the guys above us in the Champions League spots. I want Europe one way or another. Either a Carabao Cup win or a league placing to get us Europe. I think that's what we need to do. But, Ilabudo's injured. Again, Davi and Rosario, they think he can be better than Patino. Mikey Moore, I think he's already better than Greenwood, to be honest, so he plays an awful lot. We're just in a really good position as a club, I think. And again, look at the staff. We've got the best staff in the league, to be honest with you. Look at this. Coaching staff's the best. Scouting staff is nearly there. We are still 1 coach down. There we go. Let's just put a little coach thing in. We're still 1 coach down as well, which is crazy. We've got some, you obviously saw the current Luton Town manager becoming our under-18s manager as well. So we're just we're just ticking over, and the scouts are bringing back people like this. 2.9 million for Kalinowski. Look at him. Oh. Ooh. He's fantastic. And again, I know the whole idea is to develop our own players in-house, but that's fine. I'm happy doing that. Like, you've seen Labudo and Charlie Frith are sort of rotating in and out the team, but we need to be giving the players that we do have, the young players, some game time. We do need to be sending them out on loan. Someone like Felix Berg, he's in his 20s now, so he's probably not going to make the mark. I'm happy to give them like into their 20. I think Bond will. I think Bond is definitely a squad player for the future. I'm still got question marks over Trevor now because physically he's not developed all that much. Like Yeboah, we decided he wasn't going to be good enough in the end, so he'll be going out. Do you know what? Is actually, to be fair, he's made 19 appearances for Cagliari in Serie A, so he's all right. He's doing okay. Dean Cole is a young lad. He's 18. He looks like he could be quite good. We need to be giving them game time. Ewan Yetin is obviously going to come in and be the starting right back at some point. So we need to just keep these lads ticking over. Like a loan like this Ian Kennedy one, I've probably just ruined Ian Kennedy because I sent him out on loan to Stevenage and they stuck him in the under-18s. So signing players like that Polish guy who can come in and sort of be the starter, and then that will allow our younger players to sort of play and train with them. I think the more they're around better players, the better they'll be eventually. So yeah, a bit of like an understudy situation. So the game against Leeds then, they're asking us to rotate a little bit. We have had some games pretty close together, 3 days apart. We're going to try and stick with the winning team as much as possible. I found that's sort of the best thing to do and is helping the dynamics get a little bit better. Look at the club atmosphere. Team cohesion is getting there. Managerial support is there. So we try and play it as much as possible. We'll leave it until the day of the game, which I think is tomorrow. Then we'll assess it from there. But they're trying to tell us to play people like Belic. I've found someone like Belic works best. Is that Jack Robinson, the former Liverpool man? No, it's not. Oh, it is actually the former Liverpool man. It is. Yeah, he is. He's a good coach. I've seen him on this game before. Yeah, we're going to do the semi-final draw. Let's do the draw. Who is the ceremony? Oh, it's Nobbed in his cap. Go away, Vincent. Go away. Honest to God. Do you know what? He would actually be a good head of youth development. Can we bring him in as like a coach or something? Nah, good. You're knob anyway. So the draw then, we're going to advance it. Norwich, I will take that. Norwich, Bristol City is the first leg. Everton have got Manchester City. And Norwich, do you know what? They won it last year, didn't they? Let's look at the competitions. FA Cup, they won the FA Cup last year. They're actually not a bad team. They're managed by Jon Dahl Tomasson. They're doing quite well in the league again this year. Yeah, we need to be careful there because Norwich are actually a very, very good team. 3 games in a week is not nice. Not nice at all. That is fine by me. Cool, that's fine. Yeah, when you come away from a save for a little while, I mean, I was away for like 5 days. I haven't played the game in like 5 days. You have to sort of try and keep your head and remember where you were and sort of how you were doing. And I think we've been absolutely fine. I think we've been fantastic, but we just need to press on. We've been in this situation before where coming into January, we've been very, very good. And I don't think the lull happens. I think teams just pick us apart because our reputation is not great. So like someone like Ronald and Jack Harrison go, and that's fine. But they're rotation options. So now what I need to do is I either need to recall one of the young lads. Look at these training reports, 9.9s and 10s. I need to either recall one of the young lads or I need to go and sign like that right winger, that Polish lad. We need to go and do something like that because we're a bit screwed, really, because games come thick and fast. Obviously, we've got the Leeds game now, which is 3 days after our Carabao Cup quarter-final. You've seen it there. We've got a game week coming up where we've got 3 games in 1 week. So, yeah, we need that squad rotation. This game, I don't mind sort of rotating because it's against one of the lower teams, and then City will play sort of the bigger guys. It's just a hard situation. It's a really tough situation to be in, especially when you've come away from the game for a week and trying to get back into it. It's so hard. It's so hard. So this Mason Greenwood transfer saga doesn't look like it's going to end. 60 million, they think Al Ali are prepared to offer. I'm in no position to turn that down, to be honest. Aruna Sangante is still only available 45 minutes. Ben Doak, Luka, Belic don't seem fit, but Ayala and Ilabudo are. So let's see what they think we should go with. Well, why would we play Sangante if he's not fit? So we'll do this. Oh, Beto's up front for Leeds. Our former player, Beto. They've got a great team, haven't they? Goodness me. So Scott Riascos, Doak Greenwood, Krupi and Bungard. Greaves at left back? I don't think so. And Sangante's definitely not playing. Borza can go in. He's not quite fit, but we can always give him a half. We'll start Pedroza. He's deserved to start. He's been doing well. Falou Diouf is now happy being a squad player. We'll put Charlie on the bench for Rafa Marin. Sangante, we won't risk. Let's put Gusto in there. Charlie Patino. Who's fitter, Patino or Riascos? Riascos is fitter. So Norgard can come out. He's happy being a bit part player. Dango Utara, I still class as our starting winger, but Ben Doak is starting to come into form. We're going to drop him. I will rest Ben Doak for the City game. McNeil, Harrison, Mikey Moore. Let's put Mikey Moore in instead of Ilya Mariba because we've got Patino there on the bench, and then Moore can come in if needed. Andre Borza not being fully fit, I don't mind. He's naturally very fit. He's got really good stamina. He can deal with the workload. So Ellen Road then, Leeds team, they're in a bad run of form, but that team is superb. Roba, Strike, Vifer, Deal. They've actually got a really good team. I don't know why they're struggling so poorly, but a good opportunity for us to take advantage of a struggling team, which is something we don't seem to have been able to do much this season. I don't know if it's because we play balanced and not positive or attacking, but again, that is just something we need to sort of deal with. You'll notice as well as we play, this is the type of football we play. It's not long ball football. It's direct because it's forward. It's not long ball football. I love sort of the tactic we've stumbled across. That being said, we're probably end up going to concede straight away here. Aronson. I'm not even going to attempt to say that name as he smashes one over the bar. So we're about 10 minutes in, and this is what I don't know if you can see if my head's in the way, but Greenwood's on a 6.6. He's been sort of teetering between a 6.6 and a 6.5, and this is the issue I've got with him is that I don't think he's good enough to be a striker for us because we don't play advanced forwards. He's definitely not the player to play out wide. I think he was at his best when he was playing 10. We don't play a 10 anymore. So a £60 million offer it'd have to be entertained, wouldn't it? I mean, I'd be very stupid not to entertain it. As Elise is going away down the line here, cuts it back and leads in a great position, and they've hit the post. Fucking hell. And now we look to counter, and this is what we do. We counter quite quickly. Junior Krupi, who wins a throw-in. Again, we're in a good run of form, but I have noticed we are sort of hitting that stage where morale maybe drops, fitness maybe drops, teams don't rotate against you as much. I mean, look at this. We need to work harder, lads. You've had one shot on target. Leeds have had 6 shots, and they've obviously just hit the post. Both wingers not performing. Philip Bungard not performing. Andre Borza is knackered out there, so he will be coming off. We're keeping the ball. That's fantastic, but it means nothing. So we're going to get 45 at Charlie Frith. You guys wouldn't have seen much of Charlie on camera, but do you know what? Rotating it. Do you know what? Leeds have battered us here. Both sides, the players aren't performing. They've battered us, right? We need to change it up. We need to change the approach up. It wasn't good enough. Let's get Riascos is the only one having a good game, really. Right, Frith needs to come on for a start. Bungard can come off for... Let's bring Ethan Ayala on as an advanced forward. Greenwood's coming off. Mikey Moore's coming on. Coyote is not really performing. Utara's going to come off. Riascos is knackered, to be fair. So let's bring Patino on. And that's our starting centre midfield pairing, really, is Patino and Alex Scott. And see if we can sort of unlock them. I did say it earlier. The teams above us, that's when I tend to play Belic because he loves a big game, and because he's a ball winner, he just gets stuck in. It's teams like this, like Leeds, the guys sort of below us or around us in the league, who tend to sit off a little bit more. We need like the double playmakers in there. Yes, Ethan. I'm hoping Ayala... Oh, what play that is. Go on, Mikey. Ben Doak. Ben. I'm hoping like someone like Ethan Ayala, just because he gives us something slightly different. He gives us that option of like playing through the channels and playing balls through. We do cross an awful lot, which I think is why Lorenzo Luca does so well. But yeah, our approach play recently has not been fantastic. We're just hitting that stage. What can Ben do? It's a poor corner, really, isn't it, Ben? Here's Patino. Ben Doak on the turn, might go for goal. He's worked an angle, Ben Doak, and he's killed it. Wide of Kelleher's goal. Yeah, I'm struggling with some of these players. You know, they're not... How many subs? We've not got any subs if we made them all. We're just going to have to make do. I'm going to go double advanced forwards and see if we can just start playing it through the channels a bit more. We are having a bit more of the ball, and we've had a few more shots off. But again, like the front lines, they're just not performing. It's the defenders in the midfield that are sort of keeping us at bay, but the front four have been awful. Here's Coyote. What can he do? Pedroza. Restes. Greaves. Captain now, Jacob Greaves. Took the captaincy on this season, and he's been fantastic. Charlie Frith to Patino. Do you know what the best thing I can say about Charlie Frith is? You don't notice him. He's one of them players where he just comes in, he does his job, he'll get you a 6, 7 out of 10 every time he plays. That's not a bad ball, you know. It's a fantastic ball. Mikey Moore! What a finish from Mikey Moore. What a ball from Charlie Frith. 7 out of 10 every week. He's one of them players. He just comes in, he does his job. That ball, that pass, what a knock. And Mikey Moore, I think the more Mikey Moore plays football, the more Mason Greenwood is out the door, to be honest with you. That is a fantastic ball from Charlie Frith as we take the lead against Leeds. Probably undeserved. Leeds only really had that one shot on target. Pedroza! Oh, Pedroza! Oh, that was his chance. We're struggling to make chances recently, like I was saying, but the chances we do make, they're huge opportunities. That should be 2-0. We need to manage this game now because it would not surprise me with the way it's been going for me recently if they come back. I've just noticed West Ham have renamed their stadium the Trevor Brooking Arena. That's a new one. Mascheralta Brown. Vifer. Oh, no, this is what I don't like. Elise. Brown back across the strike. Doak gets there. Well done. Pedroza. Oh, Coyote. Ben Doak. How's your ball in, lad? There's 3 in the middle. Ben Doak cuts it across and Ethan. No, Ethan's up. Come on. Come on. That would be 2 goals in his last 2 games. You can't disallow that. Come on now. Ethan Ayala has won us the game. We've just got a lot of workhorses. I think that's what's winning us games. Just workhorse players. Like, you've seen Doak getting back to win it. Pedroza doesn't stop running. Coyote is dead on his feet most games, and he just keeps going. The 2 centre midfielders are fantastic. We've just got a lot of like good rotation options. We've built an unbelievable squad. And I think the more we can like start rotating players in like this, like Charles. Go on, Charlie. Like we can bring players like Charlie Frith through and Trevor Grinsell and players like that. It just means that we can start making money. What a tackle again, Charlie. That's a lad who was playing for like Blackpool for the last like 3 years. And he just comes into the Premier League and he just gets on with it. Restes to Patino. Look at this for football. Pedrosa. Scott's ahead here. Uses Alex Scott. Scott finds Ben Doak. Ben Doak to Junior Krupi. We are knocking it around Leeds really well here, who have huffed and puffed all game. Alex Scott's going to hit it. Oh! He scored a very similar goal. A bit closer in, but he scored a very similar goal where the ball just got chipped to the edge of the area and he just sort of hit like a half volley, little daisy cutter. A brilliant performance. A brilliant performance, to be honest with you. Referee, bloody hell. Ayala with the run. And that is the game. It is Leeds United 2, Leeds United 0, Bristol City 2. A great performance from everybody there, apart from, again, Mason Greenwood, who I am very, very close to kicking out the door. £60 million offer. Imagine a £60 million offer coming in for him. Fantastic. So that win keeps us in 6th. We're a point behind Manchester City, who we play next. We're a point behind Newcastle, 2 points behind Arsenal, and 6 points behind Liverpool in 2nd. What a season we're having. I'm going to leave that there. We've pulled away from United as well, with a game in hand. I'm going to leave that there. Just a quick video to get us back into it. What? We've just been so well. We've done so well. Egay Arslan is 1 appearance away from 20, which gives us another 3 mil. And Charlie Frith is now on 30 grand a week after making 25 league appearances. What a performance from him. He just comes in and does his job, and he does it very well, Charlie Frith. I think he somehow has become the first proper breakthrough player out of all the youth players we've had. I thought it'd be Trev, but yeah, no, obviously not. It's this. He's just not getting there, is he, Trev? He's just not getting there. But yeah, I'm going to leave that there. A win which leaves us in chasing the pack still, but in and around it. Obviously, December's a very, very busy time on Football Manager. But thank you all very much for watching. I'll come back in January. Hopefully by then we'll know a bit better what the financial situation's looking like, and a few players will probably be out the door. 1 or 2 coming in, with those young lads coming in, and maybe some loan players returning. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate all the support as always, and take care. We'll see you all for episode 35 of the Ashton Gate Heat.